Top 5 moments of the day. Bugs loves a good bottom turn. He taught us all how to do it years back. Something about bells where you really get to enjoy it, maybe sometimes more than other venues.
Yeah, the bottom turn's such an amazing part of surfing bells. If you got to pick a wave that's got a bottom on it. But I mean, you know, when you think all the way back to, like, you know, the Tommy Curran bottom turn. I saw part of that today with Kanoa, and of course Kelly had such a, you know, Tommy had such an influence on Kelly's surfing as well. You know, I do think that was look, that bottom turn there is so deep. Holds that rail. I love the fade going into it. It's a beautiful thing.
Oh, it's such an important mover. Every wave around the world, but especially here at Bell's Bowl. Coming at number 4 on the daily top 5. Owen Wright's performance. Keep his fight alive to survive the mid-season cut.
I love it. I think Owen has turned up here, and I've seen him around the contest site, and he looks on. He knows he's got nothing to lose. In a sense, he's got everything to lose, but he's like, I'm going for this now. And he's got a connection here, and he was able to go out there. He looks amazing on his feet. His boards look so fast and sparky, and yeah, he put on a performance for that first heat.
Stop for the season, just his 3rd heat win of 2022.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of work he's got ahead of him at this event. Bugs, I mean, he's got to be thinking a must-win situation. He's got to be at the podium at the end of this event.
Look, Owen's arrived with a lot of intention, and I mean, you know, in the past he's had slow starts, but he's had all year to get his act together. This time it's on now. He's got to do it right here at Bells.
Number 3 on the top 5, the return of Mick. Maybe his start wasn't like he planned, as he wasn't really able to get some big scores, but the energy lifts when he's around. He's the greatest Bells surfer of all time on the men's side, Laura.
He is, and he was out there first in the lineup yesterday when it was like 1 foot in the dark, and I appreciate that. He's here, he means business. He didn't find the waves today, and he obviously knows that. He, you know, wouldn't be stoked with that first round performance, but you know, he's going to have to fight and get back next round and keep it exciting for us and him.
Certainly does. Fanning has 4 bells along with Mark Richards, Kelly Slater. They're tied, but when you look at heat winning percentage, he's got the best and the best track record when you really look at the last decade with consistency in big finals. So great to have him back as a wild card. As we look at more exciting action, the number 2 on the daily top 5, John Florence kept things loose and fun in his matchup. Didn't get the win over Jacko Baker, but he looks sharp today, Bugs.
John looks really sharp out here, and this is one of the last heats that really slowed down, the last heat of the day. And John has still found ways, and you know, I just love the way he attacks every section. He knows this wave really well. He's got a lot of big weapons in his arsenal, and I think John's going to be a contender here this year.
Great to see John just ripping the ball. Remember, he was the last guy that won this event in 2019, so after a few years off, he's trying to defend that Bells title that he accomplished in real big conditions. We know when it's gigantic, he's going to look sharp, but he looked really, really talented today in chunkier conditions. And then taking number 1 in the top 5, it goes to the rookie, taking down some giants today, named Felipe Toledo and Mick Fanning, Laura.
Wow, yeah, I was out there for this heat, and this was a cracker start. Sammy, I saw him a few days ago, and this is his first time ever down here. He was one of the rookies I was talking about, and to come out of the gates like this against Felipe and Mick, 7-5 and another amazing backup, he shut it down, and it's a lot of confidence to go into the next round.
There's kind of been that theme with him, Laura, this year, where he didn't know what to expect at pipe and started packing some big bombs. It almost feels like he's loose in that kind of scenario where he has no expectations.
Totally. It must be the no expectation thing, because we saw him at pipe, and yeah, he did the same thing. First time competing there, made it to the finals, and yeah, he could do it here.
I almost was thinking maybe at Bells we'd have kind of a return of the experienced athlete kind of take top honors at a wave like this. It's still not going to that plan, as we're seeing rookies get wins from Jackson Baker, winning over John Florence, to Sammy Pupo over Fanning and Toledo. Looks like that youth brigade still marching on very strong, Bugs, at stop number 4.
Well, the youth brigade's here, but also the necessity. I mean, everyone you mentioned there needs a result. I mean, you know, Samuel's on that, right on that. He's just on that inside of that dreaded bubble, number 18. And there's Leo's just outside. I mean, all these young guys just surf so well today, but they're the